I don't know much about uh, the genesis of REM. They didn't really talk about them. So I learned a lot about other bands. I just didn't,
Yeah,
I just didn't learn about the boys in REM, where they came from and all the like.
yeah.
Oh,
It's strange for me. I feel like I've sort of it's sort of REM information overload. I'm really not that interested in other REM books. I mean,
Yeah.
one, because I don't have a lot of time to read, and it's just like too much. It's like too much information at this point. But yeah, I mean, Murmur sounded as good or better than ever. And then I pulled out this bootleg Smoking in the Boys Room,
Oh yeah.
which was filed next to it, and it sounded a lot better than I thought it did at the time. But it was good. It was from a show on the tour when they covered Smoking in the Boys Room.
As much as you know Murmur, could you sing along to any song from Murmur?
I could, but you probably wouldn't want to hear it.
You do, you do know the words because I mean,
No, I don't know the words. And yeah, I saw somebody posted some words the other day about something, and I'm like, oh, that's the lyric. Yeah, I never really tried to do the deep dive on Stipe mumble lyrics, and I just like the way it sounded. And I think that's what he wanted us to do. Like, he wasn't trying to impart any great message at that point in his life. It was more about just the feeling and the sound.
yeah.
And that's what I still get from them. The feels. As the kids say, I get the feels.
Yeah.
all the feels.
It's a bop. Speaking of which, something that was also making the rounds. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a clip, and I think it was from yesterday, the 40th anniversary of that clip of American Bandstand when Radio Free Europe was on Radar Record.
Yeah.
And they play it, and it's a girl with blonde hair, sort of preppy looking, and a cool black guy up there with Dick Clark. They show all the kids dancing new wave style and all their groovy outfits. And then they ended up like giving it both of them gave it a 95. They're like, it has a good beat and you can dance to it. It's so great. So good.
Holly's acting like she's heard this for the first time, but we actually talked about this on the podcast.
You did.
About REM on about Radio Free Europe on Radar Record?
On American Bandstand in 1983 because it was K-Rock charts, and I mentioned this.
Oh, okay.
I get a kick out of seeing Holly recognize for the first time. Like,
that's awesome. That whole thing was awesome, and that might be one of the best bandstand moments, along with PIL when they
nailed it.
They don't play their instruments and
also Romeo Void on American Bandstand. They were pretty good.
Who was that?
Romeo Void.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I've probably seen it, but yeah.
That's this episode. The Romeo are.
Oh, okay. Good tie-in. Way to bring it back.
Yeah,
bring it back around. Very, very good.